Tonight's edition of Local Voices features someone you've probably been listening to for the last 25 years.
That's right, Will. A leading voice of Northern Public Radio, Dan Klefstad. Since 1997, Dan has been waking listeners up during NPR's morning edition on WNIJ. I sat down with him as he prepares to start his next chapter since retirement.
It has been an honor to be with you every morning, waking you up, accompanying you onto on your commute to work. Thank you very much for listening to me these last 25 years.
I'm here inside the WNIJ studio with a very special guest. I'm with a radio vet, Dan Klefstad. Dan, thank you so much for agreeing to do this interview.
Well, it's an honor to be here. Thank you for having me.
You know, your impact and what you've done for the Northern Illinois area and beyond, how does it feel?
Oh, I feel like I'm leaving a legacy.
Yeah.
And helping public radio, be what it can be, the best that it can be. And I was a part of the public radio mission and the practice and best practices for so long. I feel like I feel good though that I'm leaving WNIJ's morning program in very capable hands with my successor, Jason Krieger.
And your signature, good morning, early riser.
Yeah, that's right.
Are you going to miss saying that?
I am. Maybe I'll say that to my wife, but other than that, nobody else will hear it. But you know what? It's fine. All good things must come to an end, and that catchphrase will just have to be replaced by something else.
It's so worth it too when you're the first person waking people up. When they're starting their day, and you're like that voice that they hear every single day.
There is something special about that, and I think morning radio is. It's an intimate medium in that you are in every room of the house, starting with their bedside clock radio or their phone with them. And most people do listen to the radio by themselves. I mean, there may be other people around, but they're really kind of there focusing on it by themselves. And so I like that. And so that's why I never said good morning early risers. My catchphrase is to focus on the early riser. And that, I think, is why that phrase became so popular.
What are you going to just miss most about the job? I know you're not going to miss waking up early.
No, but I work with top-notch journalists, people some of them I've worked with for decades, and I've just really come to admire the practice of journalism through them. I'm going to miss every one of the people here at WNIJ, but especially those in the newsroom.
And I know they're going to miss you and your impact. Through the years, 25 years, I kind of want to ask you about just the importance of radio.
It is the first electronic medium, right? I think that there's, again, it's everywhere. You don't have to, you can multitask while you're you're listening to the radio. You can't do that when you're watching TV or reading a newspaper or you're on YouTube looking at something because that demands your attention. And every one of those mediums has a very important place in our lives. But radio, I think, is just something that allows you to move about your day and stay informed or entertained at the same time.
A lot of people are going to miss you. Any final words or messages for them?
Don't think of this as a goodbye permanently. I still feel a great deal of loyalty to my public radio station, WNIJ, and if they ever need help fundraising, for example, I can come in as a guest. Maybe there's a possibility that may happen in the future.
Okay, we'll have to stay tuned for that. Dan, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for having me. This has been great. Really
yeah,
great.
My first visit here, you've been so kind and welcoming.
Welcome to DeKalb.
Yes, we appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Such a nice guy. Had a great talk with Dan.
Yeah, seems like a really cool guy and a really cool experience.
Yeah, and definitely making an impact across Northern Illinois. So we definitely thank you for your 25 years of service. And as for plans since retiring, Dan and his wife, they are moving to Louisville to be closer to family. And he's staying busy too, now working on another novel, a sequel to his first book, Fiona's Guardians. And we'll have all that information on how you can get Dan's book posted on our website, WREX.com.